Welcome to the International Institute of Genealogical Studies virtual meeting for Internet Tools. And I'm Cheryl Levy. And our Internet Tools virtual meeting covers a couple of the courses that we offer, and that's Google for the Wise Genealogist, social media for the Wise Genealogist, connecting online and virtually and using the internet. And then whatever else that I can find that is going to help you online using tools on the internet is why we started the virtual meeting. And so, first off, in every virtual meeting, are there any that are in those classes that have questions? And so we always throw that out that if you have any questions, we want to make sure that those are answered. But if there is not, today I wanted to focus on the social media part of it. And a lot of us are used to social media now and maybe have tried some things and gone on things, gone off things. And so yeah, we've had I don't know how many years now that we've had to look up uh, our genealogy, our friends, our family using social media. And a lot of people just use it for certain purposes. It could just be for family sharing. It could be for recipes. That was a big thing for a while. You hear about, why is everybody posting what they're eating? And so, in the future, when they come back and look at the records, from social media, they're going to say they were really focused on food because we take pictures of our food and post it to social media, which was funny in the beginning, but it's fun if you're on a trip and you're on a cruise or you're on my sister went to the Mediterranean and they're posting different kinds of foods that you're discovering. So in that way it's fun. But there's a lot of uses, and genealogy definitely has a good foothold in social media. And it's a place where genealogists can share what they've discovered, ask questions, and crowdsource or collaborate with other researchers to connect to people who are researching the same topic, like maybe DNA, or you're doing social history, or you're researching a certain ethnic background. And so it'll say, Polish genealogy or Dutch genealogy, and you can go that way. DNA has a huge following on social media and places that you could go to find out information. And you can use it just to make a post. You can use it to ask a question. You can use it to share links that you have found to resources that you want to share with other people. You can make a link to blogs that really have helped you in your research and you want to share them, or that you are writing blogs yourself off of your website and you want to post those to social media so people then will come to your blog and read your material and make a comment. And so there's lots of ways to use social media. And there's a lot of different social media. Most everyone knows about Facebook, and that's the one that I personally use a lot. I have a lot of connections on Facebook. I have pages I monitor. And by monitoring, that's you're looking for comments, you're looking to make sure they're appropriate comments, you're looking to answer questions, you're looking to share resources. And I was managing a social, a Facebook page for my genealogy society. And I was doing it for the Institute for a while. Now Kim is doing it for the Institute. And the page in Facebook is public, and that it's different than a group. If you have a group, so for a page, you can like and follow it. You see um, posts that they make. You can, in your settings, you can check and see, do you want to see all of the posts from that page? Do you just want to see some of them? Do you want to go in and look yourself and not get them in your feed all the time? For a group, you have to join a group, and usually you have to, there's administrators who have started the group and monitor it, and they have to approve you. Your groups can be public. Anybody can see who is in the group and who is posting and what they're posting. There are private groups where you have to be a member of the group in order to see what's in the group. And then there are secret groups, and those are ones that they're only by invitation. Unless you are sent that link to that group, you can't even find it if you search for it. And why would you want to do, what's the purpose? So public, you want everybody to see it. For private, it's for a certain topic. You want to keep the conversation on task, and usually you have to answer questions to go in there, and they can kick you out. They can ban you from the group if you're coming in and causing problems. You have a spammer that makes it in. You're going to get put out, so that the people in the group are having a conversation and it stays on topic. A secret group, I have two secret groups, and they're family. So family can post pictures. Some people don't like to post pictures of their children or their personal information on Facebook, but in a secret group, only the other people see it. And in those two groups, I only let people who are actually, that I know, are actually relatives to that family from those grandparents are in that group. And it's a way to communicate within the cousins, but I don't allow other people in there because that's just, it's a cousin place, right? And you can post there. There's also I am still on Twitter, X. I'm on Pinterest, and blog, and so there's a lot of different social media. But this week in the student lounge, someone asked a question about a new social media, or at least new to me, and that's about Blue Sky. Is anybody in this group using Blue Sky?
Not yet, but I'm hoping to check it out and see what it's like.
I'm on it for 2 days, so I'm coming in discussing because I don't know enough about it, but hopefully show you some things before you decide or not to go in. Anybody else on Blue Sky? Nope. And so in the student Facebook group, which is a private group, you have to be a student in order to be in that group. We don't allow anyone in the group beside the students, so that's another reason for a private group. And so we're only focused on the students and the questions that the students ask. And so it was asked, has anybody on Blue Sky, and what the heck is Blue Sky? So I had not heard of it before. And so, but I started to see posts on my Facebook, and I don't check Twitter X very much, but when I went there, there have been posts there too, and people are now trying Blue Sky. And Blue Sky is very, very much like Twitter in the beginning. When I first joined Twitter, it was fun. And so many people in the genealogy field that are on there sharing so many things and so many um, posts. And it was really fun. And so, and I never really used it to communicate with other people, but I used it to look for resources. And at that time, Gina was teaching the social media and was showing us different things that we could use. And she really is the one that got me on Twitter and to look for posts from organizations that are going to help us in our genealogy. And so now the newest one is Blue Sky. And so I am just going to share my screen and okay, where am I going to share? Okay. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just go to Blue Sky itself. Is that where I want to go? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. So like I said, I don't have slides, so we're just going to kind of have a peek into it. So we're learning as we go. Okay, so this is the Blue Sky website, which if you're going to go and look for something, go to the source, right? Go to the company that actually has created this. And so this is the Blue Sky website, and I will give you that link in the chat. Copy chat. Put that in the chat. Go. Okay. And then, so if we read down, it's a social media, and you can log in or sign up. And you should always read what it's about. And so here it is. It's you can customize your timeline, which is really cool. And I'll show you how that works. And you control um, so you have control over who you're following, similar to when Twitter began, and then you can unfollow people if they're posting things that maybe you didn't want to see, and you can block people. And so then they can't see you and you can't see them. There's also some other filtering suggestions in there. Those are in your settings. But lots of people are posting on here and lots of people are reviewing it. And it's an open network. And I don't totally understand this, but you can be on their server or you can save your content to your own server, which they're trying to give you more control over your content. And so that's something new that they have, and then go in and read these. How is it different? And check it out. And there's some other apps as well that I have not checked out yet, but I have heard about them. Gray Sky is very similar to the Blue Sky app. I don't know what the differences are, but that is one. And I'm going to share a link to a video in a minute here, and he talks about it on there. Blue Deck, or sorry, Deck Blue is very similar to the Tweet Deck, and I used to use Tweet Deck a lot in the beginning of Twitter, and so I'm looking forward to checking that out. And I'm not sure what the Sky Feed app is about. Um, that's more of a coding thing. Okay, and so there's some reviews, and right to the bottom, there are some more um, links there. And also that they are on Twitter and GitHub. I'm not sure what that is. And the Blue Sky. Okay, and it's a butterfly, it's a blue butterfly, or yeah, or white on blue. Okay, so if we go back to the top, right at the top, always when you're looking for a company or an organization, look for their blog because on their blog, they're going to be sharing what's new and things that are changing or announcements, those kind of thing. And so they've had a lot of people. There's 13 million users now, so it's not small. And then they have some blogs here on you can share videos. I'm not sure that's in a different language. Okay, there's one you should probably read. Welcome to Blue Sky. And yeah, so just go back. I'm going to come back to this one in a bit about starter packs, which is a cool feature, and tricks and tips for searching and that type of thing. And so just go back through their blogs, just like you would any website, and find out what they're talking about. Find out what is other people. They usually address questions or issues that people have and how to clarify that. I don't think there was a FAQ. Might be at the, yep, user FAQ. So that is another good place to always check out on when you're going into something new and find out if there's a question there that maybe you didn't even think of yet. And you can read through their answers because these are frequently asked questions, FAQs. And so these are the ones that most people are going to be asking about. So go and read in there. And even on our website for the Institute, every once in a while go in and read the FAQ section because Angie puts answers in there to questions that she is getting all the time from students over and over again. So she puts it in there so that people can go in there and read the answers. So always do that. Okay, so what does, so I signed up. It's not hard to sign up. The one tip that I had before signing up was that you should plan what you're going to what name you're going to go by, what email that you're going to be using. It will ask your birth date as well, and also a description. So you want to write a description before you go in so that when you're going through the process of signing up, there's a box that you put your description in. And I'm going to show you why that's important. And then you sign up and you get an account. And so I'm just going to quickly show you my account. It's not very big. I think I've only been on for, I think I went on Sunday. I went on Sunday afternoon and this is Wednesday. So what's that's 3 days. So I've only been on here for 3 days. So when you're signing up, you want to have a picture and if it's not your own picture, you want to at least have something for a picture. I think if you don't have a picture, that you can assign a color. But that's one of the things that I look for when I'm following people. If this, is this a real person? How do I know that they're going to be posting things I want to follow? And I'm looking for genealogy. And so in my description, I have that I am PLCGS, which is the uh, postnominals for the school, for graduates of the school. And I put genealogists, I put researching, family history. These are all key words that other people doing genealogy are going to be looking for. Heritage, stories, genealogy. I even put a hashtag for the school, IIGS. And FP2H is for my own business, Footprints to Heritage. But you want to put in tags, not tags, hashtags, because you can search for by hashtag, but you can search by keyword as well. And you want to have things that when somebody's looking at your profile because you followed them or you've come up in a search, you want to be able to see that this is what my interests are, and so therefore someone may follow me. At the top here, this is called a handle, the name that's going to display when you're making your posts. This is your user, and it's always you put in what you want here. It could be your company, it could be whatever you decide to have it. And then it's dot blue sky, B sky dot social. So everybody has the at sign first, whatever you put in for your name, and then dot B sky dot social. And then you start following. I also added a cover picture. Some people have cover pictures, some don't. If I was setting up for my business, which I haven't done yet, I would put my business logo in here and I would have something on the cover for my business. And so you have a profile and you can edit your profile. I'm not going to click on that because then that'll show my personal information. So I don't want to do that right now. But you can on the side over here, go down to settings, which is this little gear, which is very typical. And you can go in there and you can see there's settings. So this is information about your account, your privacy. This was the moderation, so you can, mute certain words, block account. I can see all the accounts I blocked. You can set up your filters and all of those. And then you just go back. And so I went through all of these when I set it up. Your appearance, accessibility, languages, and all of your settings are in there. Okay, so I'm going to go back to home. So it works a lot like a lot of other social media, and especially the early days of Twitter. And so it shows at the top that I have 219 followers in 3 days. I think that's pretty good. I'm following 378 already. I am being very particular about who I am following. And when they follow me back, I'm checking their bio to see, is this somebody that I want to have. And then I have posts. And so I haven't really made any I follow. I went and looked for some of my Twitter accounts that I follow and I regularly comment on or share. And so I've shared one. I really like this one, writing and editing. And I shared from Yvette. She just did the legacy webinar that I really liked about writing research posts to yourself. And not just, for your clients or for your friends, but writing them to yourself and writing it up what you found. Stephen Little, that's coming on later today, actually, right not very long after this class. And so I put that in there. The family search catalog is changing. So I thought, well, that may be of interest to other genealogists. That's a blog post from Genia Musings. And so I shared that. I thought this was a cool thing. So I just share things that I think other uh, people doing genealogy might be interested in too. And plus you make your own posts and create content. And I think the rule is it's about 50-50. You should have 50% of what you create yourself and 50% of sharing other people. Now, what I've been doing as well is when I'm checking somebody out, I read their bio, but I also see who they are following. People can follow me, and I don't really have a lot of control over that unless I block them. But people I follow tells what my interests are. So here's people that I'm following. Now, some of them at the top are now coming back and they're following me. But see, I look, there's genealogists, genealogists, genealogy. I want to be following people who are going to be posting about genealogy. Here's Family House Historical Researcher. So I don't personally know these people. Some of them I've never heard of them before, but I'm going to put them in. If they start posting things I don't want to read, I can just go in and unfollow, and or I can block them if I think that they're a spammer or somebody creepy that I don't want reading my posts. And so, days gone by, genealogy. This lady, she's a past student, so I recognized her name and put her in. Um, but there's businesses, people are doing it. This is one, Conference Keeper. I love Conference Keeper, so they are on Blue Sky. And so if I go in to their profile, let's just take a look. They have a profile. So the same way is I'm subscribed to their email, and that's another way of staying with social media is subscribing to their emails. And I always want to check out their webinars, but also conferences coming up or even call for papers. So if you're a lecturer, you want to see who is calling for presenters, and it'll give you a heads up and the deadlines and all of that. And so, and from their posts, you can go right into Conference Keeper website, which I will do, and just show you because I love Conference Keeper and it is a huge tool. So on the Conference Keeper website, I just scroll down and I find the spot where it has virtual, which is usually right at the top, virtual right there. And then I go in and I see what webinars are on for this week. And then I scroll through them and I find if there's a webinar that I want, say I want this one, um, this is DNA breaking through genealogy brick walls. So it says here it's free. If it's not free, it'll say, let's find one that's not free. Of course, they're all free, but they'll tell you right at the front if it's free. Um, I'm not seeing one. Here, one. It's free and a dollar sign. That means it's free for the members, but it's a pay fee if you're not a member to go in and watch it. And so, and then you go and you click and register. And so that is, I love Conference Keeper. Okay, that was a quick side trip. Okay, let's get back to Blue Sky. And so if there's and that's the only thing they have on there right now. They've just joined and they've only got 2 posts. And so this was posted, and you can pin a post at the top as well, which some organizations do. Okay, so just when you see someone that you like that has a similar uh, interest of topics, just go through and see who they are following. And you might see ones that you want to follow as well. So I'm not going to take you through all 300, but I'm going to show you. Okay, let's go out into my feeds. Okay, so here's post. This is me. So if I go to the home, we have these are your feeds. And unlike other ones where you just have one feed that everything is in there, you can sort your feeds, which I really like. And so everybody has the Discover tab. The Discover tab is just, they're going to show you things that they think you may be interested in. Okay. I don't use that one because I want to be very specific. So these are the people I am following. This is what they are posting. And Kenneth Marks, he's with Ancestor Hunt. So I wanted to follow him. Here's Claire. And Claire is our director of Irish studies. So if you want to follow Claire, she's here under her name, Claire Bradley, and her that's her handle, but her address is actually goes right to her website, and you can link your website to your Blue Sky account. And so she's cbgenealogy.ie, which is Ireland, and so she can people can find her right away. But look, see, professional genealogist. So I want to see that the person I'm following is interested in genealogy. We also have Gina. Gina's also on here. So let me just go search. And so if I put in Gina, here's Gina. And so, Gina's going to post good stuff. And so here's Gina. But see, in her biography, it says researcher, author, reader, traveler. Why I have an internal server error, I don't know. Let's refresh the page. No. Okay, here it comes. There we go. But I'm going to check the bio to make sure that the person that I'm going to follow is somebody that is doing genealogy. Another thing is you can look and see who are they sharing posts about? Who are they reposting? So Jan Murray, she's one I follow. She does the Gen chats. She's on a lot of the Gen chats. Here's Marion Pierre Louis. She's with Legacy. She's also uh, New England House history, I think. Um, but you just see who they're reposting because they are ones that you may want to follow as well. And again, you can go up and see how many people she is following. I always check the following one because that's the one the person themselves has said, yes, I want to follow these people. Okay, let's go back to my feed. Got a little sidetracked there. Okay. So in my feed, it's posting things from people that I have said I want to follow. And so they should all be things about genealogy. Here's, how to make the generations on the chart like that. And so you're going to get lots of ideas. You're going to have links to blogs, those type of things. I'm going to go back up. Another good one to follow. Here's Daniel. And I haven't followed him yet. So he is for legacy. And if you just hover over their name like this, you don't have to actually click into it, but you can. It's just going to give you a quick. So if I click on him and go in, genealogy expert at MyHeritage. And so definitely he's one I'm going to want to follow. So I'm going to follow him. And that's how you're finding other people that you're recognizing the names of you follow them on other social media. Here they are on Blue Sky as well. So you're going to want to see what they're posting in here. Okay. So then you can make other tabs here for certain, okay, they're called, let me get it right. They're called, oh, I don't remember what they're called. Okay, but you can make tabs and add them to your feeds. And so, how did I do that? Now I have to remember how to do that. The starter. There's something called starter packages, and maybe I'll skip there. Well, first I'm going to finish the search. Okay, so if I search in here, there's Gina because I just searched her, but search for genealogy. And so see, anything with genealogy is going to come up. And so you can scroll down there and say, hey, there's ISOG, for genealogy. Here's Michelle Leonard. I know she does DNA. She comes on the Scottish indexes all the time. Genealogy Jude. She has an awesome blog. So there's all kind. This is a way to find other people that you're going to want to follow to see what they're posting. Try another one. Try Ancestry. So there's Ancestry Hour, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Um, Anything that has ancestry in the title, in their handle, then they're going to come up and you can click on them. Try archive. And then different archives are going to come up. Here's Internet Archive. For sure, I'm gonna follow that one. And it's going to show you the top ones are archives I've already followed. So if I want, I can't remember what their handle is, I can just quickly search and the name is going to come up here. I can search DNA. So you're going to get Roberta Estes. You're going to get Johnny Pearl, who DNA painter, the DNA angels. You're going to, recognize other ones that you have on other social media. Um, and if I did painter, I think DNA painter's on here too. Nope, it's not. So it would have to go into Johnny Pearl. So if I went to him, then it'll, genealogy and DNA. So you have things in the bio that you can check out to make sure this is the person you want. And you can look down and see, yes, this definitely is a genealogy person, right? And so, yeah, I want to follow him. Now, if I didn't want to follow him, I could click there, and now I'm not following him. He's still following me. And that's why it says follow back, because he's following me, but I have to actually click follow back in order to be following him. This one, I guess I can send him a message. Yes, I can. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so that is a another feature there. And over here, I can share his profile with someone else. I can add it to a list, and I haven't covered lists, but you can make lists of people that are just going to show up in one place, and other people can see your lists. And so if you make a DNA list, they can see other DNA people. I can mute him, means I'm still following, but I don't want to see everything they're posting. I can block it if I think that it's not a good person, and I can report it. And so those are the things that you can do with that. Okay. Okay, did I cover everything? Okay, I got two external ones. Another one is WikiTree. And just if you don't know, Angie is going to be featured on WikiTree coming up in December. We're really looking forward to that. Check out on our Facebook in the group or on the page that Angie's going to be the guest for the week for WikiTree. And so you may want to find out want to follow WikiTree. And WikiTree will, they'll have tags. They'll have, there's one named Tuesday. Well, that sounds interesting, right? And so you can see the posts. So I can go there and it's going to show me all the posts from one named Tuesday. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay. And so you can find out what other people are posting about. And that's what I really like. Okay. And I was going to talk about the chats. Okay. We used to have it on Twitter for, and there's a couple now. So that's one named Tuesday. Gen Chat is going to be starting here on Blue Sky. And this is every Friday, every second Friday night. And I think it works out to Saturday morning in other time zones. But you go on. I love Gen Chat and I miss it because it left Twitter. And they ask questions, they have topics, they have a schedule. So Gen Chat is something that you're going to want to follow. Also, Ancestry Hour. Ancestry Hour is another one, and there it is there. And they do it, I think, on Wednesdays. And so check them out and check to see when they're doing their Gen Chats and the chat. And you use a hashtag and you answer questions, and it's a lot of fun. And you get to participate. And if you're not there at the time, you can go back and read it later. So that's cool too. And so those are ones, one name study. One name study. No, it's not coming up. I probably need the hyphens. coming up. There it is. Society of One Place Studies, which is one of the courses is based on using them. With the Institute has a course on the One Place Studies. And so you can follow them and what they're doing. And so they're promoting the One Place Wednesdays. So that's what it's called when they do their chat sessions on Blue Sky. Awesome. Okay. So other things I wanted to share with you. Okay, just a second. A video, and I watched this video and it really, really helped me. And basically, it convinced me to join and check it out. And this is a video by Daniel. Okay, Shannon. Yeah. Okay, here is a video about using Blue Sky for genealogy, and it's made by Daniel Loftus Genealogy, and he is in Cork, Ireland. And he follow him because he always has lots of links that he's sharing. And this video will walk you through step by step how to sign up, what all of the little symbols are, how to set up your tabs, how to do your feeds. He even goes into the deck blue, the deck sky, no, the deck blue. It used to be TweetDeck, and now it's for Blue Sky. And he goes into using some of the other things. And so that's a good one. It's under an hour, but it's really good step by step. You can pause them, you can rewind them, and he really explains it out really well. And so I would recommend that. Something else I'm not going to have time to talk about today is the starter packs. And I'm just going to I'm going to put a link that's from their blog on here as well that you can check out after we're done. But that's about creating starter packs. I've joined a couple of them, but I haven't created one myself. And so that is one that I will have to search into a little bit more. Okay. So how are we doing? Has this been helpful?
Yes.
Good, good. And like I say, I don't know a lot about it yet, but I'm checking it out and I'm impressed with what I'm seeing. And you can always check it out and then delete. But I am there's areas I want to check. I only do it for genealogy, so I enjoy doing the chats with the hashtag and the questions, and everybody's answering, and they're all doing it together. It's a lot of fun, and just seeing. Sometimes you're sharing resources, sometimes you're answering questions. It depends on the topic, but there's a schedule and there's topics so that you can prepare before you go. And you can find a lot of cool links in those chats. And so you use the hashtag. So here's Gen Chat, Gen Hour. I don't know that one, so I'll have to check that one out. Gen Stack. I'm not sure what that is. So go in and just explore and click on some of the different tags or hashtags and see what you can find. And if there's something you don't want to follow, don't follow it. Now you'll get notifications. They're over here, the notifications. And so these are people who are following me back after I've clicked on them. If and so it says they're following you back. This one, they followed me, so they saw me from somewhere else. And so I went in and I checked this one out, right? And qualified genealogist. So I was like, Shamrock Roots. Okay, got to follow her. She's followed by Society of One Place Studies and Claire. And so that's someone I'm going to follow. And it's someone new. See, there's not very many followers yet. So there's a lot of new people coming right now. And then you'll get one like this, people who followed you, and you just click this little down arrow. And these are people I haven't quite decided. And so um, let me see if I can pick one. So say this one. Okay, he's a history professor. Okay, well, that might be something that he might be. So I go down and I look at some of the posts and I say, okay, is this really going to be related to genealogy? Well, here's an example of the starter packs. And so he's made a starter pack on German history. And I don't have time to go in and look at it, but you start, it's like a group of all your people you're following on a certain topic, but other people can see it and go in and follow them too. And so you can create your own starter packs and just keep adding people to that topic that you want to have all in one place. And then you create a tab for it. That's where the tabs come from. But I haven't decided on him yet. If I have one that I think is not good, I don't know. This one, he's some people I haven't decided on. I have blocked people. Um, and can I go to my blocked people just to give you an example? Okay, it's in the settings. I can moderation blocked. So here's a list of people I have blocked so far. Um, and for whatever reason, it can just be that I'm not interested in world trading and all of that, so I block them. They don't need to follow me. I don't need to follow them. Some people, you can get something that's pretty creepy. Okay, let's look at this guy. I don't know if it'll show me, but look at this. So it just had a picture. It has no cover. It has no bio, like no posts. This is a creepy person wanting to follow me, so he is blocked. And so check out the bios. And that's why they say that when you're going to create your account, make sure that you have a description already ready and make sure you put genealogy in it or research or family history or DNA or something that's going to let the person know that is considering following you or allowing you to follow them that you really are from genealogy. And so here's Daniel Horowitz, which I just followed, right? And he's like, hello, genealogy world. And this lady is already answering, welcome, and hey, join us for Gen Hour between 8 and 9 GMT, which I'd have to figure out on Thursday evenings and find other people that follow you. And so, it's a very friendly, um, platform and you can filter out things that you don't want to read about. Well, I don't want to read about world trading and all of stocks and all of those things. I'm focused on genealogy and research and that's what I'm going to stick to. So I'm going to close off the recording from now. I hope that this has helped you. If you're listening to the recording, check out those things that we shared and Google it. Do some research. What are other people saying about Blue Sky? Ask a question on your other social media platforms. What do you think of Blue Sky? How many people are on Blue Sky too? Send it out. That's where I saw it was in the student Facebook first, and then I went out and started searching into it and found there was a lot of people on it. Blaine Bettinger is on it. DNA Painter, Johnny Pearl. Yes, we saw him. Um, there's lots of people on here that are going to be sharing information and links that can help you in your research, or even articles that, of the newest DNA research or newest tool for genealogy. They're going to be on here. And so use the search, use keywords, but also look at who the people like Blaine Bettinger or Daniel, who they are following, and the companies. Look for the companies, the organizations, the archives that you follow, and use it for genealogy. And so it becomes another tool, an internet tool, but on social media. So it's a fun place to go and find information and meet other researchers and working in the field and have fun with it and use it as a tool. So I'm going to stop my screen and say thank you for joining me and remind you that any of these virtual meetings can be viewed as if the recordings are put on the calendar. So if you've missed a past virtual meeting, go to the calendar, click, and if you see a YouTube link at the bottom where there was the link for the Zoom meeting, now there will be a link to the YouTube recording. And those recordings are private, they're unlisted, and they're for the students. It is a student benefit to be able to watch these recordings. Now, Angie does choose some of them to put on our YouTube channel, but the majority of them are just on the calendar. And go back and listen to some of the older recordings. And so thank you. And again, this was the Internet Tools virtual meeting for November and from the International Institute of Genealogical Studies at genealogicalstudies.com. And I hope that you check out Blue Sky and then get back to us and let us know what you found out or even some tips for using it for your research. So thank you and see you next time.